Imagine this. You're lying on the beach, on a comfortable lounger, calm, relaxed, and soaking up pure bliss in the sparkling sunshine, with the sounds of healing waves in the background. Pure paradise. Or, if you're more of a countryside type of person, chirpy birds singing in an enchanted forest, natural streams of trickling water, and little frogs ribbiting in the background. Bliss. Or, if you're more of a spa fan, imagine yourself completely immersed in a luxurious bubble bath or hot tub, absolutely free of pain and any muscle tension, just melting away into the steamy air. Just divine. My aim for this episode today is to explore different ways we can pamper ourselves realistically or imaginatively over the next month, while the rest of the world wraps themselves up in tinsel towns. Whatever your idea of delightful bliss is, let's try to visualize it at any stage during this silly season to help us manage whatever stress, grief, overconsumption, or extremity of any kind that could creep up over the next month. If you find it difficult to visualize things or to visualize imagery, I highly suggest putting on a YouTube video or any kind of documentary and your favourite music to help you really connect to your idea of heaven. Self-care is very much needed, especially at this time of the year. It's the end of the year. We've worked so hard, or maybe we haven't. We've been through a lot, or maybe we haven't. Lots of things could have happened. I know that 2023 has been a turbulent year for a lot of the people I know in my life, and as well as the world. So we really do deserve to pamper ourselves this festive season, more so than any other festive season I've ever experienced. What I love about living in Spain is that for some reason it never ever feels like Christmas to me. At least not like the Christmas I'm used to back in Ireland, where Christmas music absolutely blares on repeat, non-stop, everywhere you go, from December the 1st till the 31st. And in the end, my ears eventually get so fed up that if a slight hint of a Christmas song even dares to come on during the following year, from January to November, I literally feel dread washing over me like there's no tomorrow. So as you can gather, Christmas isn't really my cup of tea. It's not my favourite part of the year, to be honest. And I can't really put my finger on why. Maybe it's a mixture of a lot of hectic reasons, I suppose. Just coming and going and rushing and buying and eating and drinking and all of the rest. It's just too much of everything. But I suppose it's nice to meet with family and friends and people you don't get really a chance to catch up with, or even to catch up on yourself, to really tune in and go inward and really take care of yourself during this time. It's the end of the year, and as I said before, we really do deserve it. So while most of the world rushes around like headless turkeys, glitz themselves up like dazzly baubles, and overconsume like they're competing in the consumption Olympics, I'd like to invite you to try my 12 days of PAMP instead of wrap self-care activities to indulge yourself in over the holidays. Number 1. So my first suggestion is a 5-minute morning mindfulness meditation or just sitting in silence. Close your eyes, connect to yourself, and give yourself a big squeezy hug. You can try this 5-minute sitting in silence every morning throughout the whole month of December if you like, or the 12 days of Christmas. And the more you do this, the more effective it will be. And it really helps you to tune inwards. I'll leave a 5-minute mindfulness meditation in the show notes, so you can check that out. Or you can find your own 5-minute morning mindfulness meditation on YouTube. You can choose whatever one you like. Or you can just sit in silence for 5 minutes every single day. Number 2, let's get creative. I love this one, as we can completely get lost in time here. Getting creative, can be absolutely anything, from drawing our feelings out on paper, even little stickman figures do the job, or downloading colouring therapy books that you can find free. I'll actually put a link in the show notes as well. Or journaling our thoughts through voice or paper. You can voice journal your thoughts too. Or cooking, baking, anything at all creative that hooks your heart. Number 3, let's move our body. And move our body for healing. Since our body is essentially an energy body, when we experience low emotions like anger, stress, fear or trauma, they can get trapped in our body and manifest into serious pain or stiffness, exhaustion, demotivation, and energy blocks. So moving our bodies through dance, stretching, or even yoga or somatic movements, even roll around on the ground like a little puppy, can actually relieve us and make us feel really good. You can also find on YouTube healing dances, or just dance to your favourite song, literally like nobody's watching. It's really good and makes you feel really good. If you'd rather listen to a meditation while you're moving to your body, that's just as healing. I'll send a link in the show notes. Number 4, let's look at what's around us. Let's find our favourite things, our favourite people or animals, anything that we have around us, in our house, wherever we are. Feel the gratitude that we have for our favourite things, and even write them down. Write down how grateful we are for them, what they make us feel, and why we love them so much. What is it about our favourite things that make us love them? This is so powerful and can lift our spirits absolutely amazingly. Number 5, smell something fresh, or smell anything. I'm the biggest smeller out there. My nose is a serious smell hunter. I'm not even messing. I'm not sure about you, but I absolutely love smelling nice things, from fresh herbs to the rain. I love smelling freshly cut grass, coffee, lemon. I love smelling my clothes after being washed. I love cooking smells, lavender, fresh flowers. The list is endless. I just love smelling things. If you're not a smeller, unlike me, maybe you're a toucher. Find the surfaces you like to touch most, like a pillow or soft linen or freshly exfoliated skin or your pet if you have one, or your partner. Whatever your most sensitive sense is, be it smell, touch, listening, tasting, hearing, explore it. It's actually fun to explore this. Number 6, stand or sit on the grass or the sand with your bare feet. Your feet must be on the ground, so your feet are connected to the earth. It might be absolutely freezing where you are, so just take care. And if it is, try not to catch a cold. If you do try this, wrap yourself up as much as you can and have a hot drink straight away after. And yes, I highly recommend this. This is called earthing or grounding, where we connect our skin, our feet to the earth, to the wonderful healing properties of our planet. Our planet offers us endless healing properties, and it helps us to reduce inflammation, pain, helps us relieve stress, improves our blood flow, helps us sleep better, and just feel better in general. So, number 7, have a bubble bath. I'm not a big fan of bubble baths, to be honest, but I know a lot of people are. So if relaxing bubble baths are right up your street, get those hot taps on, light some candles, put on some calming music, and bring that luxurious spa straight to your house. If baths aren't really your cup of tea, like me, that's okay. A rejuvenating shower with nice exfoliation and moisturization is just as pampering. Spend as long as you want in the shower. You know, it's your time, it's your self-care time. Put on some music in the background or a podcast. Some people prefer to listen to podcasts rather than music, and that's amazing too. Number 8, watch or listen to something funny. Some people absolutely love comedies, hands down, and others aren't very into comedies at all, like me. I'm not a big fan of comedies, would you believe? Now, I love absolutely laughing my ass off, but my sense of humour is a bit dry. Like, I'm the type of person who would tell a joke and not laugh. Do you know that kind of jokey kind of sense of humour? I love laughing at unusual things, like just the way dogs behave, or just birds like robbing your food. Those kind of things make me laugh. So if you're someone like me, let me know and I'll send you some dry and random sense of humour things. Number 9, go inward. Sometimes we can feel really lonely, especially this time of the year. Doesn't matter what time of the year it is, but this year highlights loneliness. When we take the time to really go inside our bodies and feel our emotions, our heart, our bodily sensations, and know that we're actually never alone. The one and only person who will always be there for you, no matter what, is yourself. That part of you who sends you hunches, sparks your intuition, helps you to really know what to do. That part of you that gives you the answers. That part of you, our higher selves, are always with us. They're always with us, giving us big squeezy hugs all day, every day. So if you're a person who feels lonely, go inward, because we can't fulfill our loneliness by external factors. And I know, because I've tried it, I've tested it, and the only way that I found relief or helped with my loneliness was to really go inward. You know, when you I remember when I broke up, you know, after being in a relationship and, you know, you're on your own, it's like you're not sharing that space with somebody anymore. I felt lonely, and most people do feel lonely at some stage of their life. But I remember I can be around as many people as possible, and it's a temporary fix. But the one thing that really helped with my loneliness was going inward and turning on a meditation and connecting to who I am and realizing that I'm here for me. I'm here for me. It's like we're here for each other, but it's like me to me. So if that makes any sense at all, take it on. If it doesn't, let it go. Number 10, grief relief. These last 3 points are finally showing their little faces as much as we try to avoid them. As much as we try to numb ourselves or put ourselves into a daily robotic mode. I left them to the last 3 suggestions, as I think pampering and self-care comes first. And then if we want, we can try to have a chat with our grief. It's not easy, and it's something that we have to manage on a daily basis. Grief comes in waves. Some days it's unmanageable, some days it's manageable. But whatever the day, your coping skills are always valid. And it's good to write it all down. Have a chat with your grief and see what it has to tell you. Number 11, loss. This period of the year boils up those desperate feelings of loss we managed to keep at bay throughout the year. We've done so well with our daily coping skills, but maybe this might be a good time to ask loss a few questions about how it's been feeling. You can do it through writing it down or voice journaling, but if you don't want to do it, that's okay too. You have a choice. You don't have to have a chat with grief. You don't have to talk to loss if you don't want to. Number 12, trauma. 12 for trauma. Every one of us is built differently, and that's what makes the world so interesting. So some of us can be affected by the littlest of things, and then huge events might not even impact us at all. So regardless of either, trauma can tag along and hinder our happiness when we least expect it. So is now the time to have a few words with trauma to see what's what? If you'd rather not, that's okay too. It's your holiday time, Christmas, December, whatever you'd like to call it. Your self-care time is your choice. So if you'd rather skip the last 3 suggestions, or they're not something you'd like to dive into just yet, go back to number 1 to 8 and repeat those suggestions over and over. In fact, the more we repeat them, the better we'll feel. That's all I've got for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and I really do hope you get some relief from anything that I've suggested just there. Remember, it's your choice. You can do whatever you want, or you don't have to do whatever you don't want to do. Sometimes we can feel a lot of pressure, and we have to do this, and we have to go there, and we need to meet these people, and sometimes we lose control and we forget what's important. So remember that. Remember what's important, and you don't have to do anything. Put yourself first. Set boundaries. Take care, and give yourself a big hug. And I'm sending you a big hug from me to you, and from you to you, and me to me. Take care. Sending a big huge love as well.